built on legacies and legends, and decorated with championships of gold. The WWE Hall of Fame is home to the biggest names in sports entertainment. The class of 2016 honors the greatest innovators, pioneers, and larger-than-life personas. All have earned their rightful spots in the WWE Hall of Fame. But there is only one superstar who can simply be called the Icon.
Without a doubt, the most popular athlete to ever compete for WCW.
This
The road to the WWE Hall of Fame began over 3 decades ago when Sting teamed up with another future WWE Hall of Famer, the Ultimate Warrior. With their signature face paint and dominating physical stature, the Blade Runners would quickly take over the Universal Wrestling Federation.
These two men are making quite an impact. They have an unorthodox style. As great a duo, a new duo as I've seen in years.
Sting's compelling appearance was impossible to ignore.
This young man has really become one of the most popular athletes in wrestling.
Woo! Really captivated the fans. He's got such tremendous appeal.
Sting's dominance in the National Wrestling Alliance could not be denied,
He's such a great athlete. He's sometimes breathtaking.
which ultimately put him on a collision course with wrestling royalty, the Nature Boy himself, Ric Flair.
We have signed Nature Boy Ric Flair versus Sting for the World's Heavyweight Championship.
The opportunity to dethrone the biggest name in wrestling would catapult the Icon towards immortality.
Sting, you're a bum!
Ric Flair still in the apex of his career. The Stinger is rapidly approaching that superstar status.
You thought that this punk kid couldn't take the Nature Boy? The Beastie Boy is fed up with your garbage!
At the inaugural Clash of the Champions on March 27, 1988, Sting would face Ric Flair for the NWA Heavyweight Championship.
The electricity will not stop, ladies and gentlemen.
You've got to feel those butterflies tearing you, and you've got to get in the ring, and you've got to jump on the World Heavyweight Wrestling.
With the Four Horsemen manager J.J. Dillon suspended over the ring in a steel cage, there would be nothing standing in Sting's way.
Sting's been making a name for himself ever since he showed up for time. He looks to prove that he's not only the future, but that he's the right now, too. The power, speed, and agility that this man has put into one complete package. It's just awe-inspiring, King.
Yeah, you're right. This young man given the daunting task of trying to defeat Ric Flair tonight. And you have to wonder if he realizes how big this moment truly is. I mean, he may have the physical tools, but you got to wonder if he has the mental acumen needed to beat someone at the level of the Nature Boy. And that's right, Cole. I said mental acumen.
The 5-time World Heavyweight Champion looks incredibly confident, as always, heading into this all-important title defense, King.
Of course he's confident, Cole. Ric Flair is undoubtedly the wrestler of the 80s, but he may very well be looking the future in the face, and he may not like what he sees.
Introducing now, the challenger from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 260 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sting! And now, the world's heavyweight champion, 5 times over, ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 242 pounds, the world's heavyweight champion from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
One thing I'd like to point out is this match will have a special time limit of 45 minutes or one fall, King.
Yeah, and you have to think that that can only play to the Nature Boy's advantage. I mean, seeing that he has made his name in 60-minute long matches his entire career.
And you know, King, despite the way Ric Flair talks, I can't help but think he has a great deal of respect for Sting. And with that in mind, it'll be interesting to see how the Nature Boy approaches this matchup.
Well, you know what, Cole? I fully expect Nate to approach this like any other match. I mean, look for him to dictate the pace of the match, and when the smoke clears, look for him to walk away with his championship reign still intact.
A knockdown, drag-out brawl, complete with a big stomp.
And these guys are throwing bombs. They're pulling out all the stops. Greensboro has seen 2 World Heavyweight Championship changes in the past. And by the sound of this crowd, they're hoping for a 3rd one right here tonight.
And Ric Flair was involved in both of those title changes, first in November 1983, when he defeated Harley Race inside a steel cage. Then almost 3 years later, Flair lost the title to Dusty Rhodes right here in Greensboro, North Carolina.
That hand had a...
And look at this, Sting looking to overwhelm the champ with his power and his speed advantage.
Whoa, look out!
Over the top goes Flair, and Sting's in control.
And Flair's in big trouble out there on the floor. Oh, he's begging off. I don't blame him.
Yeah, but Sting, look at, taking the fight to Flair.
Watch out!
Oh, into the post, shoulder first.
Oh, a huge mistake by Sting. That could be big, big.
Bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe. He's having a seriously hard time getting back to his feet after that.
He almost took his head off with that lariat. What type of competitor is favored when you step outside the ropes, King?
Well, in my opinion, the more vicious, the more destructive person that's willing to do absolutely anything to hurt his opponent, regardless of the consequences, he has the advantage.
That chop turning his chest to deep purple.
Oh, whoa! You can almost see the tears in his eyes.
Just trying to goad his opponent into making a mistake here. That may be the first time we've seen that executed. Sting may have bitten off more than he can chew here tonight, as he appears to lack the experience needed to seriously contend against Ric Flair.
I don't know, Cole. He may be in a tough spot here, but we've seen the Stinger come back from worse. Don't count him out just yet.
Back now inside the ring. I don't remember the last time he executed that maneuver.
You just knew a match of this caliber was going to spill out on the floor eventually.
I mean, when you put these 2 competitors together, anything's going to happen.
He's too good inside the ring to be out on the floor for long. And that would hurt his hand. Sting coming up with the power to move this match in his favor.
dropped like a bad habit.
You don't want to get caught outside the ring for a 10 count.
Back in the ring again. Oh, he missed.
Oh, nobody home that time.
These guys are giving it absolutely everything they've got.
They're not holding anything back, and I love it. Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight. I don't know how much more damage he can take.
Going for the double play with this move. Here comes Sting. You can see him struggling to stand after all the damage he's taken. The Scorpion Deathlock. It's locked in.
Oh, nothing to do. Great hold being applied. Hey!
And he fights out of it. He breaks the hold. And look at Sting he's coming out strong. There's the Stinger splash in the corner.
Flair's in big trouble, but you know what? There's not much time left in this match.
Yeah, the clock ticking down as Sting is going to set up Flair for the Scorpion Deathlock, and he's got it clinched in. Is Flair going to tap out middle of the ring?
This is amazing. Flair is going to lose. We're going to have a new champion.
Yeah, but King, look at the time. Is Flair going to tap out? The referee calls for the bell. Did Flair tap?
I can't tell.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has secured the decisions from our judges, and they read as follows. Our first of 3 judges has scored the match for the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Our second of 3 judges has scored the match for Sting. Our third and final judge has scored this match a draw. Therefore, still heavyweight champion of the world, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Flair is still the champion, but Sting is nothing to be ashamed of.